Hitrix application. So here is Hitrix is a circuit breaker pattern to implement with the fallback method. Whenever a microservice method is incapable of handling a request, it has to provide a fallback method. So this can be implemented with Hitrix dependencies. So this is the two dependencies we are going to use with. And in this, whenever whichever project, microservice project you have to implement with the circuit breaker, you need to enable with circuit breaker and circuit breaker history dashboard annotations. And we need to implement with the fallback method. So basically this pattern is, in a normal flow of your web service, it provides a response successfully. Whenever it is incapable of providing a response due to network issues, port issues, or any timeout issues, so it has to be responded through fallback interface, fallback method. So here we are implementing the logic with two different services, student service and school service. So one student service here we are executing with student data. It is a normal Spring Boot microservice project. So here is a Spring Boot application in which we have a student controller to display the student data, static student details by giving with a school name. Whichever school name we specify, it has to load the data. It's a simple microservice where we are also using actuator concept. Actuator is another dependency in microservices. So this is to provide your health checks and metrics of your application. So for which it needs another class in our application called info contributor. So this will give you an information while you are displaying the Hitrix dashboard. In your application, we are going to check with the Hitrix dashboard. That time we are going to check with how the Hitrix dashboard can be displayed with. Okay, I'll show you in the once execution is started. So very first example, we are first running with the student service in the port number called 8088. So let us run that application. So here we will be running the student application 8088 port. So student details, whichever school name we specify, that school student data can be displayed. So first of all, the application should be up. So we are running the service here 8088, right? So it has to show the details of students. Done. Now this is a service has to be collaborated with another service called school service. In this particular service, in this microservice, we are enabling Hitrix. So we are writing the annotation and it's a Spring Boot application. And here we will have a controller to load the student data, but student data is not available in this service. So it is collaborating with school student service by means of student delegate service class. And in the student delegate service class, we write a method main. Here the logic is like this is a method has to load by interacting with your endpoint of your student service. So here we will give the actual URL what we gave here to load the data. So with that, it is consuming the data and it is providing back to the end user. But if in case any problem with this method, it will go to your fallback method. It has to be configured properly and the method name should match. Once this method is matched, now this is the data is getting displayed into this. So now let us run this application. So I'm going to run this application in the port. Okay. See here we are giving in a delegate class, we are giving the port number 8088. So it's a normal flow, right? It has to run your application. When I am running this application, the port number, the port in which it is running is okay 8074. Now let us open another URL to run your school application. So 8074. Okay, this is the port number where we are going to display the student details, which is a normal flow. Okay, this is a normal flow. But now let's say in my student delegate class, if I change the port number, okay, let's say this is not available now. When it is not available, instead of giving some exception, it will say, now I'll stop the server and I'll run it again, school service. When we run this, instead of saying if service is not available, it just move to your fallback method. Instead of this, a normal flow of your output in a circuit breaker, it will just display this message. Let us observe that. That was previously in a normal flow, but when completely the application is up, so here is the service is up now. You just need to go here and refresh. Okay. Now it is not in a normal flow, it has to, okay. Here, after we change the port number here, this has to be saved. Stop this application and run it again. Means somehow we should say that service not available, right? Whenever service is not available, now it will just say, okay, instead of going in a normal flow, it is a circuit breaker flow, and the fallback method is executed. Now the application is running once again. Now if you go here and refresh it, okay, it will display a circuit breaker flow. Now service is not available. So this is what is can be handled with a circuit breaker. So this is one of the design pattern we are using with these two services. All of you can look into this example. And now at the end, we're going to look into the Hystrix dashboard. What exactly the Hystrix is, whenever you are running this microservice URL to endpoints, now you wanted to check with, okay, what is the history of your service request. So you can give in which port the Hystrix is enabled, 8074, right? Now you say here 8074/Hystrix. When you say this is a dashboard, it will display. After it display the dashboard, now if you wanted to look into this, okay, any particular URL, okay, like URL by URL you can match with, or else here you can give stream. If you give stream, it is going to check with the stream of your request. What is the command you are given? What method is called? Okay. What is the start time of your request? How much time it took to generate your response? How many threads are used? What is the latency time? What is the response time? Okay. All the details we can discuss. All of you look into this document and deploy those two projects into your workspace as a normal Maven projects and update the projects and run. First you run student service, then you run school service.